Hey, hey. I am super excited for today's topic, you guys. When you hop in here, do me a favor and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to take a quick second and just check that you guys can hear me. And you can. Yay. All right, you guys. So we are going to be diving in to visibility on Pinterest, and I am so excited about this. This is one of my favorite things to talk about with Pinterest coming out. People are starting to realize more and more how much they need to be on this platform for their business. And hey, Tammy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And so I am super excited to talk to you guys about this today because one of the things that I hear all the time, you guys, is I am on Pinterest. I am doing all the things, Laura, but I'm not getting my repins. I'm not getting my click-throughs. So-and-so over here teaches that you need to do X, Y, and Z. I have done X, Y, and Z times 50. They're getting 50,000 clicks in a day, and I'm getting 5 in 2 months. So let's figure this out, you guys. Yes, you are more than welcome, Tammy. I am glad you were able to make it. Okay, you guys, so seriously, that's a big problem though. You spend all this time, people talk about how you're supposed to be visible and get all this traffic and all these leads and all this love on Pinterest, and you're doing everything that the experts are telling you, but you're not getting it. You're not seeing it, okay? So in today's video, I'm going to specifically tackle this for you, and I'm going to cover 3 things that you need to be focusing on and making sure that you're doing so that you are optimizing your efforts for the visibility, for the engagement, and all of the other conversions that you're looking for, the clicks, the repins, the lead captures. Yes, Pamper Chef and Avon. Well, welcome, Tammy. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so 3 things we're going to cover today. First, before I go forward, if you are new to my live streams or new to who I am, hello, hello. I am Laura Reich. I am a Pinterest strategist and a social media manager, and I help entrepreneurs and bloggers use simple, sustainable systems to be able to increase your leads and sales without having any of the tantrums over tech and trading sleep for success. So without further ado, let's dive in, okay? I want to talk to you guys about the 3 quick things that you can do to increase the engagement on your account, the visibility on your account, and all of the things that you hope to gain when you are on Pinterest, okay? So the first thing that I want to go over today is I'm not sure. I may have been on others like yours. You look familiar. No problem, Tammy. I am happy that you are here today, whether it is new or you're coming back to me after a little bit of time. So no worries at all. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to talk about, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but I have a different take on it, is the eye-catching images. Okay, so eye-catching images, making sure that you have a specific design that you're going to be using. And so if you look on the screen, I pulled up a slide that I use for my in-person workshops when I'm training people how to be able to take Pinterest and make it work for them on their own in their business. And so my video here on the bottom right is cutting off one of them, but you can see some of the other pin designs that I use. So now, can you take a second and tell me which one you think works the best on my Pinterest account? We have the live 3-day, we'll call it A. We have the Instagram followers organically, we'll call that one B. And then we have the printable and online blogging, we'll call that one C. So take a second here, look at them real quickly, let me know what you think. Which one do you think does better on Pinterest? A, B, or C? I feel like when I do these, I should like leave some music in here, like do, 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 do. So while you guys are typing in your answers, I love to see what you guys think. So definitely keep typing them in there. Yes, Tammy says A, perfect. So let's go through this, right? Let's break this down. You guys talk, or you guys, Lori says A. Okay. If you can type in the comments, if it's a short comment, tell me why you guys think A does better than B or C. And it doesn't have to be a big, long answer, just anything that you think. I'm glad you guys like my singing or my waiting music in terms of like a contest show or something like that. But just let me know quickly why you think that A works better for you, or why you think it performs better for me on Pinterest. And while you're typing that in the comments, let me go over these 3 bullet points, okay? So first off, I'm sure you guys have heard, if not, this will be great information for you, but the size matters, okay? They are allowing Instagram size images now. And so you can do 600 by 900 or 735 by 1100. Those are going to be the standard that you want to stick by in terms of the size. And then you need to look at your logo placement, or in terms of logo or branding, I will say that way, because some people have a website URL they put on instead. And then the layout. And so Lori says the reason she thinks A works better from all 3 of these is because it's pretty pictures with words instead of just words on there. And then Tammy says that she thinks A works better because color code highlights. It's color coded, it highlights and brings out the attention. Okay, so what if I told you guys that all 3 of these are top performing pins on my account? Did I just blow your mind? So the cool thing is, you guys, with your pins, is it's going to be specific to your brand. But what's awesome is the fact that you get to look at these and figure out what works and test them. The things we know that need to happen for your designs is, yes, pretty images do stop the scroll on Pinterest and capture attention. But you need to make sure that those pretty images are either branded specific or mean something in terms of what you're promoting. So this live 3-day Pinterest challenge, this is actually my image of my desk and my color brand photos. So that's why I used that image. How well do these perform? Rachel, I actually don't have them up here, but I will look and come back and tell you. Some of these on here are my longest performing pins. I can tell you the Instagram of all three of these is number one. I get the most traffic from the middle graphic in here. So I don't have it for this live stream, but I will come back and get that answer for you. Yes, Lori, it is mind-blowing. So you just want to think about these things when you're doing it. Is the branding with what your website does? So when they come from this pin and click through and go to your website, are they going to be completely confused as to where they got to? Or is it going to all look the same, feel the same, give them that same effect of your brand? And also make sure that the words are legible. Yes, awesome on Instagram, Tammy. It's actually really funny because it wasn't my main focus. Instagram and I actually have a love-hate relationship. Obviously, I love Pinterest more, but it was just interesting to see that that was one of my top performing pins. Yes, Rachel, I love Pinterest as well. Cannot live without it. Completely 100% agree. So these are my top tips for your pin designs, and that's going to be really one of the main things that you want to focus on in terms of making sure you're increasing that pin click-through engagement and really that brand visibility for your account. The second thing that I want to go over is going to be sharing these pins outside of Pinterest itself. So give me yeah, Tammy, I will, you know what I will do, Tammy? I understand Instagram, but it is not my favorite platform. But I know a lot of people that have told me that. I will schedule someone to come live with me on my page and we will go over a training for Instagram. She does stellar. She's here locally with me. And I think she would be perfect for answering Instagram questions. So I will get that on the calendar. Absolutely. 100%. So let me know. Give me a yes or a no if you understand what I mean by sharing your pins outside of Pinterest and their platform. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Yes? No? Doesn't make sense to you? Let me know in the comments below and we will move on. If it makes sense to everybody, then great. Yes, I will for sure invite you, Tammy. Same way that I did invites and posted ahead of time here. Just so you guys know, I am on a new schedule, and so I will be going live at 3 p.m. Central on my page at least 2 times a week. So that is going to be the new thing on here as well, and in my Facebook group. I have Facebook and Facebook Messenger. Yes. Yep, I love Facebook too. Like I said, though, Pinterest is going to be my first love just because it's not actually a social platform. It's more of the searchability that I want in terms of my content being found online. And you send pins to your Facebook page. Perfect. Yes, so that's exactly what I mean, you guys. Take your pins, take your links. They do share outside of that. Perfect. Rachel also understands. Okay, awesome, you guys. So if you have questions about this, let me know. But just a couple ideas off the top of my head for you are, if you are not doing pins outside of Pinterest, you can share on your email list and say, repin this blog post if you want. You can share to your Facebook account. You can share in a bot messenger. You can share in regular Facebook Messenger. You can share a number of different places. So just keep that in mind so that you can bring awareness back to your Pinterest account. I actually love resizing my pins slightly and using them for my Instagram stories. So yes, that's actually something that I teach in repurposing, is how to use them for your stories. I actually don't resize mine. When I'm in Instagram now, I can just shrink or expand with the images that I bring in. Some people may not have that feature yet. I'm not quite sure, but that is another way that I love to repurpose the pin designs for sure. It doesn't link directly to Pinterest, but that is another way to use those designs. I I don't really understand Pinterest for biz or how to get people to see my pins, but I love using it for my own personal purpose. Okay, so Lori, that is totally fine. We all start somewhere, right? Not a problem. And that brings me to a point that I forgot to mention a few minutes ago. So today is, if you didn't know, today is my birthday. Yeah. And yes, I am spending my birthday online with you wonderful people. But if you stay on to the end of this live stream, I have a special surprise for you guys at the end. And Lori, it will help you in that regard as well. All right? So let's keep chugging along. So number one, we talked about the eye-catching images. And don't be stuck on a particular design because you think it's going to work well. Test them out and see what is actually working. Then use those going forward. Because like I said, we did A, B, and C, and you guys thought A, but actually all three of them are top performing, and B gets the most right now, okay? And then number two, share your pins outside of the platform, whether that be Facebook, whether that be a direct link in your email where you're saying, you know, repin this or save for later. You can do save for later links, things like that. The next thing, number three, that I want to talk to you guys about is the call to action in your description, okay? And so Pinterest descriptions are very, very important. That's where a lot of, I might have to change this because you can't see the description. Oh, technical difficulties. Okay, so see that little bit down there? Let's go like this and see if I can do side by side for you guys. Oh, it might not do it. We'll see. Okay, well, I can't do it right now, but that's just because that's where my image is sitting. That's okay. We'll just keep moving on. So what I'll do is I'll just do side by side. You can see this down here. It is kind of small. I apologize for that. But what it is it's a fleshed out description. And I will actually type in the comments later. I'll come back in here and I'll post a link to this pin so that you guys can see what I'm talking about after. But the description has my keywords and has my hashtags. And so one of the things that you guys want to focus on is this order. And you want a title, a conversation, CTA is a call to action, and then your hashtags. And what that's really going to do, you guys, is that's really going to give you that boost right from the get-go when you share something on Pinterest to get that visibility so that it will organically start flowing through when people repin it and share it out themselves. Here is an example, and I hope that we can see this one too. So here's an example of another pin. When I was working on for a client, and you can see down here at the bottom, there's not much for content on that pin's description. And what we did, let me go over here, flip it back, la la la. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna go like this and click solo and see if you guys can see that now. Okay, so perfect. So what happens is, so now what happens is you can see this description down here compared to the bottom right corner of the first one. And this pin actually came up number 2, you guys, in the search results for their pin once we made that change within 48 hours, you guys, 48 hours, okay? So it really does help to flesh out and take the time to do those things for your pin description, the title, the conversation, the call to action, and the hashtag. Those things are an absolute must if you're going to be looking for that visibility. Now, that is something that other people teach, but I do teach it in a different way, how to be able to make sure that your conversation also includes the pieces of the puzzle that you need to include for that visibility. Does that make sense, you guys? Is that helpful? Can I get some hearts or some thumbs up or yes, that's awesome? Just let me know that this is helping you guys understand this a little bit better. And if you have questions, please, please, please don't hesitate to type them in the comments below, because I would love to be able to answer them, whether it's now live or whether I come back and help you out one-on-one after the live stream is done and you are watching the replay. So whether you are live with me here right now or catching the replay, please, please, please let me know in the comments if this is helpful, or if you have a question, and I will definitely take a minute to help answer them for you. So also, we talked about how this is my birthday, right? Right? Everybody excited? So these are all great things to do. We talked about eye-catching images. We talked about sharing your pins outside of the platform. We talked about call to action in your descriptions. And before you start doing all those things, you really do need to take a minute to just understand the culture that you have on Pinterest. And really what that means is just what your followers are searching for, what they want to see, what they're already searching for on the platform, or what they may be searching for in other platforms, things like that. So you really just want to take a minute to look at that before you go through and start thinking on your own that you know what they want to see. Otherwise, you may be backpedaling in some of the content that you create, okay? So for my birthday, though, you guys, because I love you guys so much for being here and hanging out live with me today, I just wanted to let you guys know I do have a course. It's a Pintastic Rockstars course, and I literally just overhauled it. I still am updating it as Pinterest has been making massive changes, you guys, for 2019. End of 2018. It was just updated in August, but it's called Pintastic Rockstars, and I walk through it with you guys to increase your traffic and build your email list in just a couple hours each week. One of the individuals that have gone through it with me was Linda, and she says on here that she was on Pinterest from the beginning, you guys. She only started being able to see a real strategy and real traction in her account after taking the course. And that was even before, you guys, all these new things were updated. Before I just did the update in August, she doubled her daily traffic since she started the course. So that is absolutely awesome. So what is inside this course? I give you lifetime access and video libraries with all future updates. So even if Pinterest decides to make a huge another change in a month, I go back in, you still get access to that for the life of the course. I do have action workbooks in there that you can either use online or print out, and then accountability quizzes, all totaling up to $1,000 value. If you purchase for my birthday by Friday, I will give you a couple bonuses. Bonus one is we do have a private Facebook group. I do go in there when new things happen, when I'm working on client accounts, things like that, just to kind of give you guys the edge on what's happening. I also did partner with Tailwind specifically and got an exclusive training just for my rock stars, a total value of $500. It's an absolute killer training, you guys. You will love it. So some of the things that you will get is you'll get the course, the group access to Facebook, and the Tailwind training, totaling a value of $1,800. But because it's my birthday and I love you guys, if you sign up before Friday, so that is in the next 2 days, you will get also 2 months free of Tailwind, which is $30 in value. And I also have a birthday coupon for you guys today too. So it's an amazing deal. I want everybody to get started. It's if you get started today, it's just $197. I will put the link in there. I do have an additional bonus in there helping you now work on automation. So you can include automatic sequences for WordPress, Twitter, Facebook, Google, Reddit, all of those things. And like I said, it's $197, but what I'm going to do for you guys is if you sign up by Friday and you go to the link that I provide, use coupon code birthday 2019. So I'm going to type this here, birthday, So birthday 2019, that code right there, you will get 30% off the course. Just until Friday though. All right, you guys? So I am so excited and I thank you so much for joining me here today. The link to check out the course is laurareich.com/Pinterest. I have tons of people that have gone through it and doubled their email list, doubled their traffic to their website. There are so many things in there that we cover, whether it's the pin designs. I do provide templates for you in this course as well that you guys can use, the same templates that I use in my business. We talk about hashtags since Pinterest brought that back at the end of this last year, and how to find the best hashtags for your account and your niche, how to get that conversational tone in your descriptions. We go over rich pins, we go over repurposing content, looping pins, all of the good stuff, you guys. So if you guys have any questions about what we talked about today, again, the 3 things we talked about in terms of increasing your brand awareness and visibility is eye-catching images, share your pins outside the platform, and call to actions in your descriptions. If you are just looking for that extra help one-on-one with other people who are in the same spot as you, working through the same trainings as you, and getting access to me on a daily basis, then go to laurareich.com/Pinterest. And like I said, because it's my birthday, I am giving you a coupon for 30% off the course. Still get all the bonuses, still get all the good stuff in there. Just because it's my birthday, I figured I'd give you guys something special. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me here today. I will come back. So like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything we covered today, maybe you have questions about the course, you can feel free to send me a direct message or type them in the comments below, and I would love to help you on your Pinterest marketing journey. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all later.